Wow, I know Nick Walker is freaking pissed. My God. If you've been following the entirety of his prep in the Olympia coverage and just all the lead up to the show, you know Nick wanted this bad. He really wanted this win. Like he was even at the press conference. I mean, him and Bob with the back and forth, and then him saying he's going to win Saturday night. Nick Walker isn't even in top five. I mean, he might be in the top five, but barely. It's a wrap for Nick, man. It's a wrap. I mean, come on now. So here we have the first call out. We have Nick Walker, Martin Fitzwater, Derek Lunsford, Samson Dauda, Hadi Chupan, and Andrew Jack. Now, Nick being on the outside, he wasn't moved in the middle at all, at no point at all. Nick is just off. Off, and every single one of these guys who have great structures, a great waist, pulling a vacuum, they're all pulling vacuums minus Andrew Jack, which he doesn't need to. His waist is perfect. Nick is just the outlier here. And you can tell, I mean, talk about being exposed. His structure is exposed. His lack of quad sweep is exposed. Yeah, he's a big, massive guy, but it's not helping him here. When all these guys are just, like I said, with the waist and the shape and the flaring quads, like they all have it over Nick. Nick is just such a just like a sore looking physique in this lineup here. And I mean, no disrespect to him. I know he's worked really hard, but look at this backlash spread. Compared to the rest of the guys looking at Nick versus everyone else, like it's just not even close. And Nick is also not in the best condition as well. I know Nick the past couple weeks has been saying that he's going to be coming in at like 280. He was at like 263 during the Pittsburgh. So from 263 to 280, he sacrificed some conditioning for that fullness, but I don't think it was a good trade off because his shape just can't handle it. He needs to be super peeled out of his mind to have even a chance to beat guys like Martin, Hadi, Andrew. I mean, Andrew's freaking on. Nick just nah, it's just not even close. Now, Nick isn't super off. Like I'm looking at Nick, and it's not like the guy is off. I mean, from the rear, he actually looks pretty good. From the side, he looks pretty good. He has a horrible front lat spread. His quads from the front are not that great, but I mean, it's not like Nick is out of shape. He just doesn't fit the lineup. He doesn't look like he should be in this top one here. Like all these guys are mass monsters as well, but they all have the shape and they all have great conditioning and they all pose really well. Nick just doesn't have it. Um, I was really hyped for Nick, hype going into this, hype for the underdog story of him going to Pittsburgh, losing, coming very close, beating Derek during prejudging. Like the whole entire story of Nick Walker leading up to Olympia, like great. I was so invested. By no means do I want him to win. I mean, I'm a Samson Dauda fan, which Samson is a little disappointing as well. Not as much as Nick Walker though. Like I was into the hype, man. I was like, man, Nick is gonna come at least top two, top three. Secure at least one of the Olympia qualifications, coming in top three, so that he can take the whole year off and just focus on the 2026 Olympia. Not gonna happen. Nick is battling for fifth or even sixth, which is insane. Andrew's beating Nick. Derek is beating Nick. Hardy's beating Nick. Samson's beating Nick. And honestly, Martin Fitzwater might end up beating Nick as well because I mean, Nick is off. Martin is freaking on. Martin has a superior shape with a way better midsection, with better conditioning, feathers from the quads, feathers in the triceps, just great back double. I mean, Martin is just such a complete bodybuilder. Compared to Nick, I mean, he's missing, like I said, the quad sweep. The waist is just always going to be a big glaring weakness that he just can't ever overcome. It's just not a good night for Nick, and I know, like I said, I mean, I know he wanted this, but it's just not in the cards tonight. Now, there's actually another call out to where this is the call out for fifth all the way through 10th. So Nick is in the top 10, but I don't even know if he's winning this call out. So we have Good Vito, Brandon Curry, Tony O'Burton, Martin Fitzwater, Nick Walker, William Bonac, and that's it. So in this call out, I don't even know if Nick is winning. I mean, I definitely have Martin winning. I think Nick probably is second in this call out. Although arguably I have Brandon looking good in a couple of shots. I have Tonio looking good in a couple of shots. I even have Good Vito looking good over Nick in a couple of shots. So I think Martin is a clear standout here, which puts Martin very solidly in fifth. Tony looks crazy, man. Jesus, like that is a crazy back double. Very conditioned, like definitely Tonio's best package of all time. Um, he just brought it, man. He brought the fullness, he brought the physique, he brought the conditioning. He just lacked some size. If he had more size, I mean, he probably could have maybe pushed Andrew Jack a little bit. But yeah, it's just not Nick's night. Like I said, the structure from the rear lat spread, like nothing is really looking good here. I mean, compared to a guy like Martin as well, which Martin has the perfect muscle bellies, perfect shape, perfect structure. He's also a big freaking dude with great conditioning and great insertions. Like Nick is just not going to beat that tonight. Martin is on, Nick is off, and Nick can't afford to be off. An off Nick is a very beatable bodybuilder. Nick is either going to be 100% on, fighting for the title, or he's outside top five. Like there's no real middle room for Nick Walker. Um, which like I said, I can imagine like how disappointed he must feel. So front last spread here, you can see Nick Walker. I mean, it's just not a good look, honestly. Like, we can go over this time and time again, but I think Nick just needs to focus more on just being peeled out of his mind. The size game, and he's already a big guy, but he can't afford to add more size because it does affect his structure way too much. His waist is way too freaking big for him to be playing this game of let me come in at 280 when I'm 5'6", 5'7". Like it's just not gonna look that great, bro. Derek is so short. Like I didn't realize how short Derek is, but he looks so freaking short, man. Yeah, Nick is just not doing it, man. So I'm sure he's devastated, rightfully so. I can imagine just going through the prep and going through everything. And I mean, he was at the press conference and he's going to win, and it's just not going to happen. So he does look really good in the back double. But next to Andrew, I mean, he's not even beating Andrew here. And Andrew is, he's known for not having a good rear shot. But I mean, Andrew brought it. Like, this is the best Andrew we've ever seen. Like, Andrew actually has striations in his glutes, detail in his lower back. Like, this is the best Andrew. So Nick is probably, I mean, maybe beating Martin here, beating Samson. I mean, Samson doesn't have a good back double to begin with, but yeah, like I really don't know what Nick can do to turn around. I mean, he has another 24 hours until finals. So the best thing Nick can do is just try to fill out them legs. If he can just go backstage and do a couple air squats and just pump his quads up, I mean, I think that's going to help his structure. Like his upper body is fine. His issue is a quad sweep. Like you can't have a waist that big with no quad sweep. Like it just doesn't work. So hopefully pulls it around and comes back bigger. Very excited for the finals and very excited overall to see where this goes because I don't think anyone predicted this to go exactly the way it's going. I mean, everyone had Nick Walker at least in the top three, like at least in top three. In my mind, might be even six, if not freaking seven. That's nuts. So let me know down what you guys think. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.